Hello and welcome. Now in this video what we are going to do is we are going to go through the process of installing Turbo Dynamic URL. And the first thing you're going to do once you have opened the file is you're looking at a file that says TDU, which stands for Turbo Dynamic URL. And we are going to open this file. You're going to notice another set of files. We're then going to open up the admin file. And what you're going to notice right away is that there is a file that says config.php. And what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make some changes to that file. You're going to notice that there is a phrase here, and what we're going to do is we're going to change this information. And where it says domain here, well, we're going to put the domain where we're going to install Turbo Dynamic URL. And then where you see this saying directory here, well then we're going to change that to the directory where we install Turbo Dynamic URL. So you'll want to go ahead and make that edit and change first. Now you're going to notice that the database name is MyDB, and this is where we're going to list some of the information about the affiliates. Now, for security purposes, you're probably going to want to rename this. You can add a couple of characters to this actual word, and we'll make sure to change the file also. So for security purposes, we're going to add some characters. We're just going to add 2, 3. Now, you can add whatever you want, or you can even change the name. So once we have the information, you have changed your domain name in this document. You've also changed in directory here. You're then going to save your document. And you can now see our file name here. We're going to change that name to the one that we placed inside of the config file. And when we've done that, we're just going to now ready, and we're going to have already saved it now. We're now ready to upload the set of files to our directory. What we now want to do is we want to go to the domain that we set up and the directory we want to set up, and we want to go to that address in your browser. So where it says domain here, that's where you're going to go to your own domain and then the directory that you set up. And when you do that, you're going to notice that you're going to come to a page that looks like this. This is your registration page. And this is actually going to be your affiliate login. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the administrator login, and you'll see the link there where it says or login. So let's go ahead and click that link. Now we are going to log in with some information. We're going to log in with this as our login, which is admin at admin.com, and then we're going to use the password. Now we're going to need to change that to something unique once we've logged in for the first time. This is only going to get us into the software for the first time. Once again, we're going to change that to something unique once we log in. Okay, so you'll see we placed that information in, and we're going to click sign in. Now once we've logged in, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the settings, and remember, we're going to change this to make this unique. For now, we're going to leave it for the sake of this tutorial, and we're going to go back to the home section. Now, when you log in, you're going to want to be aware of the instructions on the front page, and you're going to be referring to this as you use Turbo Dynamic URL. You're going to notice that there are instructions on displaying the name, and you'll see that here. On displaying the JV photos, and you'll see that here. And on displaying the ID of the affiliate, and you'll see that here. Now, if you want to see a list of the JVs or affiliates that have registered, you'll go to this link, and you'll see here that you'll have affiliates, you'll see their name, and you'll be able to edit their profile in this screen. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a JV manually. So we're going to click this Add New button. And then all these screens are going to be fairly self-explanatory. We're going to go ahead and write some information in here for the affiliate. Now, a couple of things you'll want to note. This ID will be the affiliate ID. This section where you have a photo URL, if you want to upload a photo of the actual affiliate, you can do that here. And then once you create the account, what you can do is you can make sure that the affiliate gets access to their login and password by your clicking Notify JV. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to enable that. And we've got a photo, so we're now going to click Submit. And you'll now see our affiliate, and you'll see that there's an image there, and their profile is now in the JV section. Now, there are going to be 2 steps in adding the dynamic code to your bonus page. Step 1, you're going to take this code, and you'll see it right there that we are highlighting, and we are going to add that into our bonus page, and it's going to come even before the HTML tag. So you want to take this code, add it into your bonus page for step 1. Now in step 2, we're either going to create an order link for our bonus page or a button code for the bonus page. And of course, you have the choice of using either one in order for your affiliates to be able to use it. What we're going to do now is we are going to add in a link to our bonus page, and we're going to add it in this section. And we're going to write in our information and add in all of the information that we need in order to have our bonus page available. Now, when we write in the affiliate URL, we're going to write in our bonus page URL, and we're going to end it by putting in this question mark, which is PHP code, and then we're going to put in ID, and then we're going to put in equal, and they're going to write in 4 X's. And then the software will know to change it dynamically based on which affiliate is actually going to be using the page. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click the Submit and Add New button. Once we've done that, we go back to our bonus page section, and our bonus page should be listed. And you'll see it there where it says New Bonus Product, and you should now be able to click to see a preview. And there you'll see the preview of our bonus page. What we want to do now is we want to go to the settings area, and you're going to notice that you have some information in here. Now once again, you want to make sure that you've changed this information to something unique, but what we're going to do here is we're going to now just make sure that when the affiliate actually gets the information, we can do a couple of things that give us some flexibility. Now we can actually allow affiliates to use our bonus page and not have registered with our site. And all we have to do that is to click Allow Unregistered IDs. And if we do that, we're just going to click this button, and then we're going to click Submit. And so that we can send our own traffic here. So we can actually upload our own photo, so that if traffic just comes to the bonus page, they'll see the photo that we place here. So let's go ahead and upload a photo. Okay, so now that we have our photo there, we can click Submit. And remember, this photo will only show when there is no affiliate ID sent to the page. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go and edit the actual bonus page, and you have a template available that you'll be able to use. Now you don't have to use the template that's being given. If you want to use a different template, you can certainly do that. For the sake of this tutorial, we're going to use the template that actually comes with Turbo Dynamic URL. So you'll see that in your list of files, and what you're going to do is you're going to open up this test.php file, and you're going to open that up, and you'll see the product here. So once we have our file open, we're going to go back to our admin panel, and we're going to go and start inputting our code. And remember, we're going to do step 1, and we're going to grab the step 1 code, and we're going to input this into the page before the HTML command. And you'll see that we've done that here. And we want to go back to the admin panel, and remember, what we want to do is we want to show our JV's name, we want to show their photo, and we're going to do that by using the code that we have here. So remember, we're going to use the JV code, and their photo code. And so in this bonus page, we're going to do that all the way at the bottom. And we're going to do that right under the click to order today. You can actually input this any place on the page that you want. We are going to do it here. To display the JV photo, we're going to use this phrase. We're going to copy it, place it inside of our page wherever we want it to be. Now, one thing that you'll want to note is that when you use this code, the bonus page is going to need to be inside of the same directory that the software is actually running. So your bonus page will need to be installed exactly where Turbo Dynamic URL is going to be. What we're now going to need to do is we're going to need to go to step 2 and actually get the actual button code that we're going to be using. Now, if you decide to use a button, you're going to need to put the image code where it says insert the image URL. So this is where you're going to actually do a button. We're going to keep it simple and actually do a test link. So all the person has to do is actually click the link. Now we're going to write in the text that we want them to actually click. And so you want to put your call to action in this script area. Now, in order to generate the code, you're going to have the affiliate code, and you're going to get this from JVZoo, the product link. And you're going to notice that there are 4 exits, and this is where the affiliate is going to put their ID in, and this is the product. We're using a JVZoo product code right now, and you'll notice that this is the product number. And so you're going to put a URL that looks like this. And then once you've done that, then this is going to be your step 2. Now, once again, you can do the same thing if you want to use a button code. We're using a text link. So we're going to click Get Code. And we now have our code to actually go back to our page. So we're going to copy this. We're now going to go back to our test page. Now, in our test page, you'll already see that there's some starter code here. And we can actually replace where it says click here to order today with our own code. So we can actually go here and just re-highlight this and replace that with the code that we just picked up. And you're going to notice that code is going to just change here. And it actually now says click here to get the product just as we designate it. And we now have our dynamic code here inside of our bonus page. We're now going to take this page and we're going to re-upload it to our FTP. So you're going to replace this file and re-upload it where you have that test file or wherever your bonus page is going to be installed. You're going to notice now when we come back to the page and we hover over the link once we've re-uploaded that it actually shows now the link that we placed in that dynamic area. So our page is now working correctly. And so now we should be giving the affiliates this link in order to use. And remember, we've designated so that the affiliates don't have to necessarily register as long as they place their affiliate ID there, and we have used the link code that we place for either JVZoo and Warrior Plus. So this is going to be our domain where we have our file set up, the directory where we have our files set up. This is going to be our page. This question mark is going to be our code. And we're going to place ID equals, and then we're going to put that 4-digit code there, and this is where your affiliate's going to put their code. The one thing you'll want to note is that in this test page, you'll see that there's that image that we uploaded. There is the admin name. Now again, this is going to be the name that you're going to be using on your own bonus page, or the only one you're going to be creating, and this is going to be your name. So again, you're going to want to make sure that you've gone into your system and you've changed that name, because when someone comes to this page and where they don't have an affiliate ID, they'll see the bonus page and they'll see your name and they'll see the photo. Now, obviously, when the code is changing and the affiliates are using it, this code is going to change to their name. So again, when you use your own bonus page, that's what's going to happen. Okay, so with that, thanks and have a great day.